Hey everyone, my name is Samkough, and I help lead Montclair State University's first ever hackathon called Hackathon. And today, I'm going to help all of you learn how to create a fun hackathon. So, getting the finances, sponsors, budget, hacker experiences, all of these things down for a hackathon is essential. But these things could help water down a hackathon for the more important thing that I think is essential when it comes to a hackathon. Let me give an example. So there have been several hackathons I've been to where they have a luxurious venue, many events planned, an incredible amount of sponsors, and quality ones, that is too. But then the organizers come out and I can see the bags under their eyes from a mile away. They have no energy, it's lifeless, and it doesn't make me want to be there because they're dead. So if the organizers are dead, why do I want to be there? They're the ones that set the energy, so it sets the whole entire mood for the hackathon. But then there have been other hackathons I've been to where the venue's okay, there's a decent amount of sponsors, and there's okay events planned, some cool ones, but the organizers come out with this energy that is so immense and positive that it just makes me want to stay there regardless. I don't think about the events, the sponsors, all these things. I'm just thinking about how much fun I'm going to have. So if you haven't noticed, the key to a hackathon is you, the organizers. So to push the point even more, although, getting the sponsors, a good amount of sponsors for hackathon, making sure that there's fun events, making sure there's a decent venue for, your attendees to sit at, those are important, of course, but those are mere layers to the foundation, which is you. So let me give you another example. Think about your favorite show. When you're going to watch the next episode of the show, right? You finish one episode, you're going to the next. What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about the plot and what's going to happen throughout the plot, or which is the hackathon, or are you going to think about the characters, aka the organizers? And if you are thinking about both, which one is the more enticing one? Is it the characters that are going on the journey, or is it the journey that you're thinking about, right? What gets you more excited? Let's think about The Office. Just think about the plot. It has a very important plot. It's about people in an office that have certain dramas. That sounds so boring. But then we include these really interesting characters like Dwight, Pam, etc. And it's the characters that make that show flourish and live. It's so important to understand how you organizers are the most important part and the key to a hackathon. Because once an attendee sees that the organizers are lively and fun and positive, it allows them to flourish and do things that they wouldn't have before. It creates this safe space. It creates this comfortable environment for an attendee to do things that they would otherwise not have done. It would make them feel uncomfortable. But in this safe space, it makes them feel fine. And that's the essence of a hackathon. To do things and learn things that you haven't done before and grow from it and remember it, So to make sure that, the organizers, you guys, have fun, we need to make sure that we're healthy. And that, of course, there's no surefire way to understand whether or not one will have a fun time or not. I'm assuming you all do, since you're here and you're having, you're going to create a hackathon. But there are things that help us lead towards that way. So one of them is, first, number one priority, making sure that you're healthy. You yourself are healthy. And we can do that by getting good sleep, eating well, making sure that we're taking care of ourselves, and talking to ourselves before the hackathon, making sure that we're not killing with work. And there's a lot of other priorities that we have, so making sure that we have everything settled for ourselves is really important. That's number one. After we take care of ourselves, though, we need to make sure the bonds and the relationships between us and our team members are well. Communication is key, and the only way to, make sure that we're all on the same page is to have that made sure. So there's a lot of ways that we can do that, and number one important way that I recommend is to have team meetings end with everyone talking about how they're feeling, bringing up any tension that there might be, just talking about how we're all feeling. That really helps because it brings the human element from the hackathon, because we can get so bottled down and getting all these logistics and finance and things down, but just talking about how we're feeling and making sure that we're all on the same page is really important. And something that's really important is to have a sleep schedule established on the day of the hackathon. Having some sort of sleep schedule, understanding when someone's going to sleep, and having blocks for everyone, evenly distributed, really helps on the day of the hackathon to make sure that we all get good sleep, because we can't go 24 hours. We should be getting some sleep during the hackathon. So, as I said, you are the key to a hackathon. The organizers are the key. If you're not having fun, believe me, your attendees will not. And we can do this by making sure that we're staying healthy, we're eating, we're communicating with our teammates. All of these things are essential to not only making sure the attendee has a great hackathon, but you yourself do as well. So I thank you so much and wish you all have a great hackathon. Thank you.